Welcome home, you guys. I hope you're hungry because I'm making dynamite mushroom tempura served over a lime-flavored rice with roasted green beans and a delicious chili mayonnaise sauce. You guys are gonna love this one. I know we sure did. A few days ago, my husband and I harvested our very first batch of mushrooms from our home garden. This dish gave me so many great ideas on how to cook them. I can't wait to try an orange chicken inspired dish with my mushrooms too. Maybe I'll film some of those to show you all. Anyways, let's get into the ingredients. You're given 8 ounces of mushrooms, 1 lime, 2 ounces of sweet chili sauce, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 3/4 cup of jasmine rice, tempura mix, seasoning blend, and 6 ounces of green beans. We're going to set the oven to 425 degrees, then wash all the produce. You'll want to hand wipe all the mushrooms with a wet cloth, or just quickly rinse them and dry them. To prepare the veggies, you'll trim the mushroom stems if needed, then quarter or half the mushrooms so that all the pieces are similar sizes. Basically, quarter the big ones and halve the small ones. Zest and quarter the lime. When you zest the citrus, make sure you either wash the outside extremely well or make sure you have an organic fruit. This ensures that you're eating very little or no pesticides that may be in the skin of the fruit. HelloFresh doesn't make it clear whether the fruits are organic or not, but we have to assume that they are not. Also, non-organics may have a wax coating that can only be seen or removed under steaming hot water. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency actually recommends that you only zest organics. But here in America, it's legal to suggest that people eat non-organic zest, so zest at your own risk. To make the dynamite sauce, combine the mayonnaise, chili sauce, and a squeeze of lime in a small bowl. Now, in a small pot, mix the rice with 1 1/4 cups of water and some salt. Bring it to a boil, then lower to a simmer for 15 to 18 minutes. And when it's done, just set it aside but keep the lid on. While the rice is cooking, we're going to make the tempura mix. In a medium or a large bowl, mix the tempura powder and the fry seasoning with 1/3 cup of water. Mix the mushrooms and make sure they're all evenly coated with the mixture. On a baking sheet, toss the green beans in olive oil with some salt and pepper. Roast in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. In a pan, heat vegetable oil 1/3 inch deep and make sure it's hot before you start frying the tempura. I did 3 batches of mushrooms, but you could technically do 2 big batches. I suggest doing 4 smaller batches though. It takes time to flip each of them, so if you have too many in the pan, some will be overcooked by the time you finish flipping the last of them. I basically just stirred them around in the oil. They turned out great. When you take the mushrooms out of the pan, put them on a layer of napkins or paper towels to soak up all the extra oil, then immediately salt them to retain the crispness. The salt absorbs the moisture of the steam, keeping it from seeping back into the breading. And now that the mushrooms are all done, fluff the rice with a fork, then add 1 tablespoon of butter and all of the lime zest. Stir them together real good, and add some salt and pepper. Now comes the delicious part. Split the rice, mushrooms, and green beans, drizzle the dynamite sauce, and serve with the remaining lime wedges. I know this one was a bit different, but it was still great. There wasn't much produce to deal with, but there were a lot of pots and pans. Other than that, cleanup was a breeze as usual. Hope to see you next time. I don't know what I'm making, but I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Have a good night, you guys. You deserve it.